Just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Rodgers rolling to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hill's throw complete there to Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown! Robert Tunyon. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Crosby for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And Kamara with a call on first down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Hill's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
What they need, down by a touchdown here in the 4th, they just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Eluding the pressure right. Space to run past the 20. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hill now operating from the red zone. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. His first attempt of the night here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. The big fella. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he's in for the game-winning score with no time time left on the clock. So how about that turn of events? The field goal would have broken this fourth quarter tie. Well, the play broke the tie all right. Unfortunately, it was 6 points the other direction.
And to the surprise of absolutely no one, they came with the all-out rush because they had to at this point of the game. Not only did they get in there and block it, but how about the fortuitous bounce, and then it's off to the races the other way.